Hi guys, hi everyone, and welcome to the stream. Yeah, give me a second, guys. Hi, gaming for you.
Hi guys.
What were you thinking?
I wanted to visit Fenrir.
For 2 days.
I...
Do not lie to me again! Why did you come here? Alone? Do you seek death?
No more than you.
Then why? Why? What is it you will not tell me? I have tried to walk this path with you. We follow your every whim.
But you don't believe in any of it.
And still I follow. Because all that matters is that you are safe.
But that's not all that matters. Who's keeping you safe?
I do not need you to protect me.
You sure about that?
What do you know?
I can't talk about it. But I just need you to trust me. You kept secrets, but I trust you.
It's not the same.
Why not? You hid things. Mother hid things. You had good reasons, and so do I. Why can't you just...
Later.
How do you know?
Body open.
We freak out!
He's not messing about, is he? No.
Father, are you okay?
Focus on the enemy, not me.
Yes, sir.
That was boy.
I don't know, man. I think audio is working fine.
Every agony,
Oh, let me check again.
every violation imagined.
Atreus! You do not want this! Control your mind! Control it! She was our friend.
No gaming for you. It's working fine, bro. I just checked it on my TV.
Atreus. If you are still bound, how will you travel?
I crafted a protection ward that'll keep me being pulled out of the realm. It should hold until I find what I need.
And what is that?
The source of the magic that binds me to Midgard. We're going to find it and destroy it.
I will help you, but it will not change what I have done.
I know. That's why I still might kill you when this is over.
Ain't going nowhere without this. Sure. Where would you mugspouts even be without me?
What is it you expect to need Kratos for, Highness? Clearly you've been quite capable of breaking Odin's curses on your own.
The other curses grew weak from Fimbulwinter, but I still needed help to break them. This one is held strong.
So all that trying to kill him, that's just your goddessy way of asking for help?
I don't recall asking you to come along.
It's 'cause you didn't. I got an old drinking buddy I've been meaning to look up once this joint were back on the map. Got a hunch lending you mokes a hand's gonna end me up where I'm going.
And what makes you think that?
'Cause last I heard tell, she was running with that beef-wit brother of yours.
Freyr is not a part of this.
Well, my hunch says otherwise. Scrote, too.
I can feel the pull of the binding curse. Its source is further in. Follow me.
Muggier than a Muspelheim shit pit out here.
And nearly as fragrant. Suppose Fimbulwinter's to blame. But if it helps these two find peace...
This is a temporary alliance, Mimir. Anything beyond that would require trust.
Oh, please. You know damn well Kratos isn't the true cause of your suffering.
You're both as much a part of my suffering as... Oh no. Something's wrong. My spell, I can feel it slipping.
Well, that's Fimbulwinter for you.
You don't understand. I'll be torn from the realm.
What can be done?
Something I was hoping to avoid. Seems I don't have much choice. Falcon! Come on, then.
You had a way around Odin's curse this whole time.
No. I discovered it once you unlocked realm travel, and it solves very little. This form is extremely limited.
Hi Alexandros. Bro, there are a lot of builds on my channel. Go watch it. Different builds, you know, and stay tuned for today's video. It's a very good build to defeat Gunnar and Berserker King. Just stay tuned, you know, it will be released in about 2.5 hours. You can go check my channel, ton of builds there.
Watch where you're going. I told you. Prune it from a safe distance if you'd rather not get poisoned.
My best build, man, I can't choose one, man. There are so many builds. But you know, if you want to defeat Gunna easily, go for the next luck build. Search it on my channel, you will get it.
Where has everyone gone, I wonder?
They must have withdrawn, hidden themselves out in the wilds and covered their tracks with magic. No way of knowing how many are left or how to reach them.
Aesir ran cockshot all over.
You can thank Mimir for that.
War with the Vanir was never my idea. My idea was brokering the marriage to end it.
Hey! Calling all pecker trip!
Another Gulag! To the left!
Hey, Bartlett! I don't know what you're waiting for. I'm right here. against bringing back memories of that wedding. Fancy folks and quality meat. Though I remember your brother stirring up an awful scene.
Why do you keep bringing him up? My brother is no concern of yours. Do you understand?
Oh, I understand plenty. Hey!
The plant life grows more dangerous the further we go. Hope you're up for it, Dwarf.
Listen, I know how bad it can get with one guy. Sindri and I were on the ground so long, it's like not having a brother at all. Now, I take some of the fall for that on account of me walking out. But it never stopped me blaming him most. Any of this sounds familiar so far?
And what is your point?
My point is, that weren't the end all of things after all. Once we got our heads right, it was like no time. He went straight back to being as big a pain in my ass as he ever was. That's family. You gotta keep them close, or they make you good and crazy.
Why do you think I need to hear any of this right now? My focus is on regaining my freedom, and I have no intention of being distracted.
Look, all I'm saying is, if you happen to find yourself talking to your brother, maybe the worst words said between you don't have to be the last.
Enough! When the day comes to face Freyr again, it will be when I am standing on my feet and free. Do you understand me? It will not be while I'm stuck in this preposterous situation.
Favorite boss fight, man, it's difficult, but I will go for Thor. Both Thor fights were
Touching
my
story
favorite.
that was. You wish.
What is this?
Not now, brother. We've got company.
One of them hairy ass bastards! Got another one joining the party! Look alive! Hey! Calling all pecker grip! Hold up! If you want to keep your insides inside. Yeah! All yours. Your people not receiving visitors?
I wouldn't know. They're not my people anymore.
Come on up. Bet you're glad old Brock's around to save you. Uh-oh. Shit!
We should probably go get him.
Keep your guard up.
What's with leaving me hanging like that, you crusty hag?
Oh, can it, Blubber? Come here.
Well, found who I was looking for. Think I'm gonna stay and catch up.
Oh, are ya now?
Do as you wish.
Brother, if you wouldn't mind, I'd have a word with Lord Freyr.
Sorry we got off on the wrong foot there, stranger. I'm pretty used to only seeing Aesir in these parts. Don't typically get friendly faces. That is a friendly face, right?
His name is Kratos, and no, the Aesir are in Vanaheim.
Yeah, we've been occupied since... I lost count.
What is your plan?
Still kind of working on it.
Brother, I think I could be of use here. If my counsel is welcome.
Oh, I'll take what I can get.
Your mission will go considerably smoother without me in the mix. Come back for me when you're done.
Okay, well, then you can handle me at the forge while you spill everything.
Hey, Kratos. As long as you're working for my sister, careful you don't screw up. I'm not too big on forgiveness.
A bit late. For that one, I'm afraid. All right, let's see what we've got here. Tell me about that.
Now that the distractions are out of the way.
I have words if you would hear them.
Speak then.
This anger you feel for your brother, I know it well.
You have a brother?
His name was Deimos. When we were boys, he was taken by two gods obsessed with prophecy. The gods of my homeland seldom left survivors, so by the time I learned he had lived, it was too late for amends. His anger poisoned him against me. But I never stopped loving my brother.
You think my anger is irrational? You've known Freya for mere moments, and already you're taking his side?
I am not taking his...
No. You're just sharing your thoughts on a subject you know nothing about. An ancient!
Grab what is dropped and throw it!
You've fought them before, haven't you? Figures. I know what you're doing. Trying to play on my sympathies in the hope I let you live.
I am only trying to help. The mistakes of the past need not be repeated.
I don't need to hear about your mistakes. I've made enough of my own, thanks.
Hello, Plugtician. How are you, man? Welcome to the stream.
Everyone is so eager to advise me. As if any of you know me or what I need. The biggest loss
अरे
in my
मेरा
life
अक्षय
was
भाई
due
क्या हाल है
to
बाबा
you
सब ठीक ठाक
saving
ठीक हूँ
me
यार अल्लाह का
when I
शुक्र है तुम सुनाओ सब
specifically
खैरियत
told you not to. Well, it was my family, my mess. I know Baldur wasn't perfect, but he was mine.
I know.
You know? You think you can even begin to understand the pain of losing a child?
Yes, I do.
चलो अच्छी बात है बढ़िया ही होना चाहिए
Her name was Calliope.
Calliope. What happened?
It was long ago.
Remember, it won't do any good to attack while our shields are up.
फिर लड़ पड़े आज किससे लड़ाई हुई ओए होए गद्दारी तो काबिल कबूल नहीं है। और तू सुना सब ठीक है?
We need to get to that watchtower.
मैं यार पिछले 8-10 दिन से बीमार था, बड़ा सख्त वायरल इन्फेक्शन हुआ था, इसलिए स्ट्रीम नहीं की मैंने यार।
In the service of a cruel god, I was tricked into destroying a village, not knowing my own wife and child were there until their blood stained my hands. I swore revenge.
That's... I can't imagine.
I paid back their blood 1,000 times and burned Olympus to the ground. Yet, the guilt remained. Perhaps you will kill me, Freya.
अफसोस तो होता है, मैं समझ सकता हूँ।
No peace.
Perhaps it is not peace I seek. All those times I found you. Why'd you refuse to fight me?
Every outcome would mean defeat.
What does that mean?
I have never wished you harm, Freya. You helped us. You saved Atreus when he was sick. I did not wish to live with killing you, any more than I wished to die.
I see. Noken! And so close to the village! Their song makes their allies invulnerable! They will not let you pass unless you destroy them all! My village. I hardly recognize it. I used to play hide and seek with Freyr in the crops. We'd spend afternoons stealing honey bread from the grand hall. At harvest time, we'd dance and feast until the sun rose. It was all so simple. Why did I have to come back here? And be reminded of all this? The grand hall. It's in ruin.
भाई चैट पढ़ी? हाँ मैंने पढ़ी है।
I hear them inside. Get ready to clear them out.
Conan, no, I don't think so. Blade of Olympus is the best race. It is fun to use, but I will go for the Wrath or Valor.
Enough what Odin did to me. He's desecrated every memory I have of home.
Be glad you.
हाँ ये बात तेरी सही है. Blade of Olympus, you know, is not that much powerful, man.
We were taken from our homes as children and raised in the Agogi. Starved. Our elders beat us till we could not stand. Alone, or food for wolves. That is how Spartans.
Yeah, man, I can say it for sure. I have seen other videos, but my build, you know, it's the best one out there. It's the best one, no question about it. I'm not arrogant. I have researched, but you know, this build, it's the most powerful right now.
These plants behave similarly to the scorn holes we found in the foothills of Midgard ages ago. Well, considering how Spartans are made, it's no wonder you turned out as you did. Your fate was sealed from the start.
Fate can be overcome.
I used to think so. When the Norns told me of my son's fate, I thought I could change it. You know well how that worked out.
The Norns. The fates of these lands.
That's right. You defy prophecy at your own peril.
Korg, man, if you are good with parrying, if you can dodge well, you know the enemy's move pattern, then go for the Zeus build. It's powerful than Berserker one. But otherwise, you know, Berserker armor, it has a very good what do you call it, a perk, whenever you turn on your relic, it gets more powerful. For balanced build, go for the Berserker one, but if you are good with parrying and dodging, go for the Zeus one. Right now, Zeus one is more powerful than Berserker one.
The Trace would agree with you about prophecy. He rushes blindly to a fate the giants foretold. Disappears for 2 days, trying to prove he is their champion. Fables to fight at Ragnarok.
What? I know all the
yeah, Korg,
prophecies.
I do it on purposely because, basically if you go there, look at this, let me tell you. Okay, now look at this, set bonus increase Kratos melee damage when he is below 50% health. So I have to be below 50% health whenever I'm trying to use this perk.
It is one glow concealed. Because of this champion, the realms are saved at Ragnarok. Only Asgard falls, and Odin with it.
So all this time, Odin's obsession with every detail of Ragnarok, he's been missing a crucial piece. Huh.
The Trace will not be a pawn of prophecy.
You still stand against fate.
इसमें तो कोई शक नहीं अक्षय सही कह रहा है.
I will not march my son to war. He is no Spartan.
I
will keep it that way.
You would speak to me of protecting your child. Is my tragedy not enough of a lesson?
No problem, man.
Fighting
You're
fate
welcome.
is a waste of the precious time that you have spent. You never know when use your blades to swing the torch to the other side. Let's not waste any more time. Come on. Let's cross the bridge now.
Will you shut up, Freya?
Anyone alive be squeamish about war? After all the gods you've killed.
Enough war to know the cost.
And after the price I paid to end one? Look around you, Kratos. See what happens when you don't fight truly. That's one of Odin's captains. I am reaching my limit for enlightened platitudes from you today. Can you please just shut up and kill things?
Do not tell me to kill again.
What?
I killed to protect my son, to aid my friends. But I will be no one's monster. Never again.
You don't get to make that choice. Not with the debt you owe me.
I am not here for debts. I would always have helped you.
So much has been taken from me, and I'm just supposed to let it all go?
Freya.
Enough. There. I feel the source of the magic keeping me in Midgard.
What is this place?
My home. I was born here. Hold on. Something's not right. Opinbera. World tree roots, bound in Odin's damn knots. That's how he did it. Come on! Nico!
The creature! It belongs to Odin?
No! It protects Yggdrasil's roots, wherever they are. Bastard was counting on it. That's it! Don't relent! Drag it out! Don't let it go! It's still in the way! I need to get to those roots!
I know! I have it!
In that case,
Hurry!
finally!
You are free!
In Vanaheim, yes, but there are more roots. She will guard them with her life.
desperate!
Yes, be ready for anything!
Is it done?
Yo, Darkseid, how are you, man? Welcome to the stream, bro. I'm fine, bro. How are you?
It's really over.
And now that you have what you seek,
I suppose this is the point where I forgive you, where I kill you.
have you decided?
be honest.
Wow, that's amazing, man. I am still on 15. You got 16. That's good, man.
I don't think I can do either. There's still a part of me that is so angry. And it'll always be. It'll always be angry. But no. You are not the one who needs to die. I do see that. Look. Everything that's happened between us.
No need to explain. Not to me. Not for that. I do not regret saving your life, and never will. But the choice between life and death should have been yours to make. I should not have robbed you of that choice.
Now that I am myself again, I suppose it's time to face my brother.
And after that?
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've had a choice. Let me live with that for a moment.
We can take this way back to the camp. I can help with the vines. Now embed your... Fast learner.
Your brother seemed open to your return.
Oh, I'm sure he'd love nothing more than for everything to go back to how it was. Leaving the responsibility. Incoming right side!
Send Odin my regard.
You use your anger effectively.
Well, you learn to use what you have. It's not as though I want to be angry with Freyr. He's my brother. He was the most important person in the world to me for half my life. These plants are the same as those we saw. Now the sigil should hold the frost. Even well done. Watch out for the wisps. Powerful manifestations of runic magic. Could I ever think of this place as home again? After all that's happened.
Skull and Hati are in Vanaheim?
We learned the giants rescued them from Odin and brought them here.
And look. The sunlight wakes the sleeping roots. See how they stretch to welcome the sun? Beautiful, no? A far cry from the sheets of Midgard snow I've grown accustomed to. The Eastern Migration. It's just as I remember it. At least the whole realm hasn't fallen to predators and occupiers. I guess there's still something to be fought for here. Something to defend even after so much damage has been done. Maybe that goes for Freyr, too.
My sigils can break through their shields! Alka! They're defenseless now! Enemy behind you, Kratos! Enemy behind you, Kratos! Left side, incoming! Enemies to your left!
So much has happened since I last saw Freyr. I'm not even sure where to begin.
What do you want from him?
An apology would be a start. I want to forgive him. I'd like to think he's changed. He's all I have left now. Did you ever apologize to Deimos?
It is difficult to seek forgiveness when you feel unworthy.
Now, how to get across? My sigil arrow should be able to carry the fire across the river to reach the bramble.
Forgiveness can be powerful, even for the unworthy. My wife Faye taught me that.
Well, be glad you have a spouse to remember fondly.
Enemy behind you, Kratos! Shield strike! They're ethereal! Perhaps my arrow!
All my former spouse taught me was that there's no limit to the depth to which a soul can sink into darkness. Tricked me into marriage to spare my home and took my home just the same. scattered my people to the wind. Maybe it's time somebody drew the line. Maybe it's time someone makes Groa's prophecy come true.
I will not wish for war, Freya.
War is a terrible thing, Kratos. But some things are even worse. You know, if Atreus rushes to Ragnarok, you may not be able to stop him.
I will.
And if you fail?
I have prepared him to survive without me, if he must.
So what's next for you, if not preparing for war?
I do not know, but I will take no chances with Atreus.
Well, you may want to think fast, unless you want someone to make that choice for you.
Ready?
As I ever will be.
Got a few things to square with you. Second is that sigil magic I smell on your bow. Reckon that's an idea I'll steal. How's about I set you up with some sonic mojo? Call it a trade.
Very well.
Third of all, if you ain't staying here, bears mentioning that Sindri and I find ourselves running a flop house for unemployed gods. If you're done freezing your backside off in Midgard, maybe come back with Beardo there. Check up on your old pal Tyr.
That's kind of you, bro. I may do just that.
Well, all right then. I'll meet y'all back at the house. Lesson you want me to fix anything up first.
Well, brother, care to meet our new allies? Or shall we depart?
Suppose that big fella you're traveling with might want to help me with the thing.
Mayhaps. Now and again, he's in the mood to make.
Freya, shall we go?
I remember where to look for a gateway. Follow me.
Well, you two seem to be getting on since completing your mission. Dare I hope this alliance has some staying power after all?
It seems to me we share a common enemy. Kratos, you may not accept that Ragnarok is inevitable, but you're smart enough to know Odin is a threat. Whatever comes next, our best chance of surviving it is to work together. Do you agree?
I do.
Then as to Brock's offer, you can imagine staying under the same roof as a couple former enemies? No further temptations towards terrible vengeance?
Not against you. Either of you. You have my word. This lock is different from others you might know. You'll need an enchantment on your chisel to use it. Bruna. Go ahead. Carve the letter.
Suna.
It's Suna.
The elves in Freyr's camp mentioned a gate like this in Alfheim. It's on about some sacred light elf sanctum out past the Barrens.
A trip to Alfheim. Well, we can decide at the gateway. This boat should get us there if we can clear those vines. Remember what to do? We're clear. So it's true. Tyr's really alive?
Aye. Not exactly shipshape. He sleeps in a broom closet now. But he's adjusting.
How did you find him?
Largely that's down to Atreus having figured out how to access the prophecies giants reserved for their own kind. We only learned of it ourselves after Thor and Odin came calling.
To your home? Is it still standing?
Barely. But all the violence was seemingly just a distraction to let Odin have a private word with Atreus.
Odin was alone with your son? Did he tell you what they spoke of?
Yes. He said that Odin invited him to Asgard to help him find his answers.
The answers he's rushing into fate in search of. That's troubling. Well, if you're ready to talk to him, the Mystic Gateway is ahead. If not, I have some unfinished business up this river I could use your help with.
Or we can follow up on that elven sanctum out in Alfine's desert.
If you want to continue exploring, we'll need to remove that log in the river. Good. We can explore the river now. And hopefully right some old wrongs.
What is your unfinished business?
I left something behind, near the falls.
Your wedding site. Now why do you want to be going back there?
To be free of the bonds of my marriage. And to Asgard.
I think you severed that a long time ago.
Not completely. Not enough.
Guide us.
My people settled this river many ages ago. Thousands traveled it on pilgrimage to the shrine of worship. But then the Aesir came. This is all that's left.
Freya, something your brother said. The Aesir burned him.
Yes. We weren't yet at war, but relations with the Vanir and Aesir had been hostile for ages. Freyr got it into his head that he could improve relations by sharing our magic with them. Vanir techniques for bountiful harvests, enough to feed their whole population. Getting set on fire was the thanks he got.
That's true. But enough of that for now.
Excuse me, can you stop and help a
Coming back here!
Right there on the left.
Nice work.
Now, how do we get up there, I wonder?
We can't. Not with those vines in the way. Doesn't look like we can reach it from down here. Looks like that worked.
So, what's it like, being back?
Like I haven't come back at all. Everything's changed. I'm a stranger here.
I know the feeling.
The runic word appeared over there. See it?
Meki.
We should be able to reach the wedding center. The closer we get, the more tightness grows in my chest.
You're sure you want to continue?
Confronting the past comes with a price.
It must be done. I've lived with this pain far too long. If you can believe it. We were happy once. For a time, foolishly believed the peace would last. Perhaps that was my mistake. All I wanted was to protect my family.
There is no shame in that.
I failed, all the same. Interesting. More Sather markings. We're definitely getting closer. Look what they've done to this place.
Stay alert. Sather are close.
Be careful!
They were followers of mine. I would have thought them wiser than to meddle with Sather magic.
They were desperate.
Hi Lorenzo. By playing NG Plus several times, man. You do realize that you get stat points, whenever you play a new game plus by opening Nornir chest and collecting dew drops.
Felt that one, brother.
Do you know why I left that night, Mimir?
Only a hunch.
He showed me who he really was. Odin asked me to cast a protection spell on him. The one I used on my son. But the way it drove our boy mad, I refused. He was furious. Throwing every object he could find, destroyed the room. There was only coldness after that. I tried to make it work, but...
No one could have lived like that, Your Majesty.
Over there.
Hey there. Have you got an ear? I got a mouth.
Despite his actions in Midgard, Atreus does still care for you.
I know. I raised a son, too. It may be hard to believe, but he was quite similar to Atreus at this age. He adored his father, always wanted to do right by him, and was constantly frustrated that no matter what he did, he never could seem to get his approval. He confided in me a lot, sought the comfort his father withheld. I wonder if your son could benefit from that too.
He has befriended the other dwarf. The blue one's brother.
Oh. Well, if Sindri has that covered, I suppose there's no need for me in his life anymore, is there?
That is not what I meant.
That was sarcasm.
Mia, what do you recall of the Aesir turning on Freya?
Oh, he certainly didn't deserve it. The Aesir were too undisciplined and impatient for the subtlety of Vanir spellcraft. So when things went wrong, they blamed their teacher.
So Freya was a guest when Odin burned him?
Not exactly. Odin didn't mind locking Freya up. He saw the potential of the magic and wanted to know more about how to improve crop yields.
Wait. Let us look this way.
Much of the sand has been cleared away, but another storm rages beyond that pass, which must mean...
Another half-Gufa.
Meki. I remember when Freyr and I traveled to this realm as children. The desert was healthy and full of life back then. I can't help but fear that era has ended for good and our efforts here are futile.
It's a fair concern. Healing this land will take more than a pair of singing half-Gufa. But I have to believe in the long run, we're doing right by Alpine. Well, best we start looking for a way underground.
Keep a lookout for a cave! I see an entrance!
I hope Freyr will appreciate our work here in the desert. I wonder if he knows how poorly this realm has fared in his absence.
Aye. Hearing the Song of the Sands again is a rare privilege, even if it's only a solo act.
Or a duet, once this half-Gufa is free. This architecture. It is not of the Dark Elves.
An abandoned ancient settlement by the looks of it. Built long before the Lightwell's creation.
More hive matter as well.
Say we're on the right track then.
When I last came here with you and Atreus, I assumed the absence of Alfheim's light was an aberration. I didn't realize it was covered by hive matter.
Aye. And as far as the Dark Elves are concerned, it's that light column in the center of the temple that's the aberration. Just look at how old some of these surfaces are. Far older than the Lightwell, or even our trapped half-Gufa for that matter.
That's quite the empathetic perspective, Mimir.
Well, dangle from a burly god's backside for a few winters, and you'll find yourself looking for all sorts of new perspectives.
Behind you, look out!
Poison, right side!
Light it.
Big ball of light coming your way! Behind you! Incoming!
Incoming poison up above!
Light elves don't often travel underneath the barrens, do they?
Territory changes hands often in Alfheim. Or so it appears.
Big Beard did mention that these ruins have historical significance for the Light Elves. I assume they're only here to keep intruders out.
Well, at least they tried.
Aye. Let's continue, shall we? Poison! Right flank! Enemy on the left!
I hope freeing these half-truthers will allow them to breathe again. It was a dazzling display once. The skies of Alfheim filled with their song.
I imagine it's the lack of fresh light that's caused this pair to grow abnormally large. No use in having babies if there's nothing for them to feed on.
Trying to protect their children from a harsh world. I can relate. I wonder if these two comprehend the choice they face in free.
What choice do you speak of?
The life cycle of the hospital. In order to breed, they must pass on their light to their children.
And without light, they will die.
I suppose that's all any of us can hope for in the end. That our death has purpose. That we can live on through our children. Given another chance. Well done. Time to set it loose.
Aye. Back to the surface then.
The pipe.
Used in many of Freyr's blessings, I imagine.
The fate of these creatures. It reminds me of a story.
Does it?
There once was a blacksmith whose king commanded him to construct a box that could contain all the evils of the world. But no metal could hold such a power. So the blacksmith used the flame of...
Kratos, is this a story meant to ease my grief?
Perhaps it is just a story. A way to pass the time.
I appreciate the sense, but... well, your stories...
What about my stories?
I wouldn't exactly call them a comfort.
Fair. Mimir is the better storyteller.
Now, don't sell yourself short, brother. You've come a long way from the days of laconic fables.
It's okay. Finish your story, Kratos.
The blacksmith's daughter was the key to unlocking the box. He died trying to protect her from those who would open it.
Well, at least it's a relatable story.
It appears we've overstayed our welcome in our place.
Time to end this storm.
Take solace in knowing you did what you thought was best for your son's safety. Even these creatures know. There is little choice for a parent. You are not alone.
I'm not, am I? And now neither are they. Incredible.
Song of the Sands. Wow. Didn't know I could get misty. It's beautiful.
Thank you, Kratos. This land sings once more. We've done good here.
No rush to leave yet, is there? Who knows what kind of adventures await us in a freshly lit galaxy?
A light elf statue in the desert. Ah,
On top of ancient elven ruins? I'd have to agree.
light elf graves. An entire mausoleum. But why here and not in the temple?
A fair question.
With no clear answer.
Mimir, I never asked how it felt to lose your head.
What would you have me say? That it tickled?
Merely curious.
If you wish to derive some satisfaction from my pain, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. Kratos swung swift and true, didn't you, brother? I felt nary a scratch.
Shame. You know, I would have beaten you.
What?
Earlier. If Atreus hadn't been there.
Perhaps.
We could go again. Find out for certain.
I would rather not.
I'll bet you wouldn't.
Mimir, what did you mean when you said Freyr was not exactly a guest of the Aesir?
I meant by the time they burned it, he'd been a prisoner for some time. It was a mob of lesser Aesir, bitter and short-sighted, who tied him up and lit him aflame as punishment for the sabotage they imagined him guilty of. Obviously, he survived. In fact, he used the opportunity to escape. But such an affront made
Set that
war...
aside for now. Come.
Well, brother, before you see the lad again, might we discuss an approach?
He will tell me where he has been. That is my approach.
Ah, classic Spartan diplomacy.
Wait. Did you say Odin invited him to Asgard, and then he disappeared for 2 days?
Aye, but surely the lad's got more sense than to...
Don't underestimate Odin's powers of persuasion. He filled my son's head with lies. Why wouldn't he do the same with yours?
And you tell that one-eyed... that sucker, he owes me one!
Okay guys, I'm gonna end the stream now. Here is my build for today, if anybody is wondering. That's one of the best build for Blade of Olympus. And if anybody is wondering, you know, whenever I activate Rage, how I get Realm Shift, it's because of these 9 enchantments. When you put that into your Amulet of Extra sale, you get unlimited Realm Shift whenever you Rage. So if anybody is wondering how to acquire it, basically you have to beat Berserkers in New Game Plus, then you get it. These 9. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.
Glad you could